Steph Curry's wife embarrassing him. Let's watch that.
What's poppin', yo? Somebody who I wouldn't say I can't stand.
Steph Curry's
but
wife
just always
keeps
seems to have
embarrassing
the
him.
wrong thing to say, and we're always wondering why are people putting a microphone in front of her face? You know how they say like, yo, you need to snatch a microphone from dudes? They need to snatch a microphone from some of these wives because in this
For
case,
real.
it's Ayesha Curry who just springs back up again, being
Other
married to
day,
one of the greatest NBA players of all.
I'm not gonna lie, she misses the streets. Maybe if she might not miss the streets, let's say. She misses the attention. For real, for real. Like now she's a housewife and like that's pretty much all she is, low key. No guys are shooting at her. She ain't getting in the conversation of baddest NBA wives. It's no attention. It's
I'm gonna play you guys the clip.
It's playing on her, bruh. And she just can't get off the mic.
Kids.
It's crazy.
Did you always knew you wanted a big family?
No. So, I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals. And I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life.
Long story short, she didn't want to do all
it's
that.
one of those things like you don't know what you actually don't.
Long story short, she didn't want all of that, but she ain't too mad about it. But it's not really what she wanted, big man thing. Maybe it might ruin them in the future, who knows, but
like men just don't get as much scrutiny.
We'll see.
Like they can maybe tell him like your shots suck tonight, but like the looks and all of that is just like not a factor of conversation as much.
No.
Did you talk to Steph about it, like, or did you kind of keep it within yourself?
Just come to the net.
I do not have a bone in my body that can keep anything to myself. So if it comes to mind, it's coming out. And he's so gracious. Like he tries to resonate with me, but he just can't. And he also comes from a place of like, it's effing stupid. Like, it's not true. So why are you? And I'm like, but wait, like, listen to how it makes me feel. And he's like, but why does it make you feel like that? It's not real.
So the first thing that someone did is they quoted it and said, what career? She's talking like she had Michelle Obama potential. LOL, she's a high school grad and was a failed actress. I will say a lot of people are going in on her and saying that she kind of regretted her decision, but no, in the beginning, she clearly says that she's like, oh, I never wanted kids. I never wanted this. And then she says, you don't know what she wants. So she is saying like, I didn't think I wanted any of these things. I think I wanted a completely different path for myself. But when this happened, and it happened suddenly, well, she doesn't say that she really enjoyed it, but she's like, oh, now I know that this is what I wanted. And that's probably all the grace I'm going to be able to give her. So now we're going to move into the next section.
Yeah. It could be that as well.
We found out we were pregnant with our daughter so quickly. I didn't even have time to think about what I wanted anymore. It's so interesting. I spent my entire life like trying to work towards something, and then it kind of just disappeared, and I didn't think twice about it. But after my daughter turned 1, I remember there being a shift and being like, I have goals for myself. Like, this doesn't feel right. I love being a mom, but I love doing other things too. And I need to get my together and figure out what that looks like for myself now.
I mean, that's fair.
Career and I'm not home. Like,
They got the money. Just hire like a nanny or something, so you can go out and work.
I'm always in therapy, talking about this. If you lose all of those things that were interesting about you, even for yourself, like even the things that made me feel confident and cool, then what are you doing?
There's a problem here because some people will say like, yo, she's just allowed to feel this way. being allowed to feel a certain way and vocalizing that feeling, and then there's levels. So there's
Nah, for real though.
Vocalizing that feeling, and then the next level.
Sometimes you just gotta leave it off in there. It's okay to feel like that, yeah, for sure. But she ain't have to put that out there. That's crazy.
Who is she hurting? She's hurting
the kids.
And
The kids, man. She's basically saying she didn't want them.
I don't know why she doesn't understand this. Maybe Steph Curry didn't enlighten her on this. But whenever something
Imagine being a kid and hearing that. It's crazy, bro. Crazy.
Consider, how is this going to not only be misinterpreted, because that's what people are trying to do, but how can this be harmful to people around me? So if she's talking to her husband, or she's talking to her friends, or she's even talking to her family members, and she's saying, man, being a mom is so difficult, like, I wish I never had kids, something like that, that's okay. Like, you're allowed to feel that way. You're allowed to feel that stress at times, and maybe she may feel like that at that moment. But when you go on a public platform and you say this, and this is going to live online
for real,
imagine
forever.
How you feel as her kids growing up, and your mom is saying, oh, she never wanted you, she just wanted a career, and you were an accident because you had the kids so quickly. I don't know if they consider that an accident or whatever, but think about how much pain you would feel as a kid.
Not for real.
Probably some of y'all that were accidents, and maybe you didn't know your father, but your mom never made you feel like you were an accident. So maybe it wasn't until you grew up and you were like, damn, like, yo, I wasn't supposed to be here. But imagine you find a clip and your mom's like, yeah, you know, I messed up. Man, it was so terrible.
Nah, for real. It shouldn't be out there.
I have to go in on Ayesha Curry. It's like, why are you doing this?
There's no reason. There was literally no reason for this. Nobody.
Keep in mind that there are women that have what she claims that she wanted, which is the career. And they actually have a successful career. And many of them would wish to be in her position. So there are many women that are forced to be in a career, forced to raise children on their own. Maybe they're widowed. Maybe their husband, ex-husband, whatever, baby daddy went to prison, which some people will say, well, that's a crazy selection if he was likely to go to prison. But that's neither here nor there.
I need to get my fitness up. That's what I need to do.
When you build with Parkside, you built like Arnold. Wow. Look at that pump. Learn from the best. Always room for improvement. You got this.
So there are a bunch of women that are saying, well, we have careers and we are successful at careers, but we feel like we're in this career position and we're forced to be here. Like, we don't have the option. And if they had a husband like Steph that she from her own mouth says is so gracious and is so patient and is so every single positive quality, and he is willing to take care of everything and allow her to explore whatever nonsense she wants to explore, whether it be some cooking show that she had or hopping on this random podcast or being able to give her opinions on a public platform, a lot of women who are forced to be in careers because they don't have another option would say, F this career, I'm going and doing that. Because not only is it just going and chilling and being taken care of, but they don't have the stress and pressure of trying to survive, so they can explore whatever it is that they want. And
yeah, Ayesha Curry's in a good position, bro. Like, wife to Steph, best 3-point shooter in the league.
But she hasn't. Nothing of value, if you want to call it that. And you've got actual people.
She can actually do what she wants.
Michelle Obama, because people will give credit to Savannah James, people will give credit to other ladies, but Michelle Obama is somebody that was of the same pedigree as Barack Obama. Michelle Obama, she was, didn't she go to Princeton? She went to Princeton Law School or something like that from O-Block. She was from one of the worst neighborhoods in Chicago. And I think people don't focus too much on Michelle Obama because they just don't find her to be like traditionally attractive or whatever the case may be, but she's still married to Barack Obama. She took the second role. She never had the feeling of like, yo, I need to go out. There were a couple of sentences from a podcast that Michelle Obama did where people tried to contort it to say, like, oh, this makes Barack Obama look bad. But let's keep it above.
Nah,
all
man.
These decades that they've been together, Michelle Obama has held it down, and she didn't feel the need that she was in competition with her husband, nor was she trying to get attention or even try to flex. Now, Michelle Obama did ruin school lunches for all of us. Like, we can't forgive her for that. But,
not for real.
You live and you learn. She ruined school lunches. It is what it is. But I'm not going to take away the fact that Michelle Obama was not somebody that had this ego, and she was not hijacked in her goals. Like, Ayesha Curry is hijacked in her goals. She's probably scrolling TikTok because she's got nothing better to do, and then she sees these career women and they look like boss babes, or she's watching some television show, some Netflix series, and she's like, wow, that could have been me. No, it could not have been you. Especially considering she won the lottery with like having a man as filthy rich as Steph.
Nah,
you don't have to worry about anything
shit
in life. And it's not like there are some that won the lottery, quote unquote, maybe with an NFL player or something, but they're getting hands, feet, knees, and toes put on them, elbows. So that's an unfortunate situation, like the Zach Stacy situation, for instance, or even like what was it? Yeah, I can't name the other guy off the top of my head, and I'm not gonna try to. This is just a case of someone that's being so self-centered because she didn't have anything to give up. So, but even if she had something to give up, and she did give it up, why would she be saying that on a public platform? It's such a high level of disrespect. And
For real.
The difference between like respect and love.
Because they're trying to hear that.
Of course, Ayesha Curry, I think she loves Steph Curry, but I don't think she respects Steph Curry, because if you respect somebody, you're not going to talk about them in a way that you know. And in the past, it's happened. She's like, yeah, I feel like I don't get enough attention from dudes. And the other ladies were looking at her like, what do you mean by that?
Nah, for real.
What
Do you have a man?
You're trying to compete with these young girls when you're married and you got multiple kids. Like, what are you doing? Like, what is she? She pushing 40 right now? How old is Ayesha Curry? Man, I need to look this up. She's still out here. This is crazy.
Not for real.
Ayesha Curry is 36 years old.
36. Get in the yard.
On the Food Network. Like, you did have a quote unquote career. She had
For
a
real.
cookbook. She's always on TV. Like, come on. We've never heard
One more.
Steph even scoff at her. We've never seen a photo of Steph seeming like he didn't want to be around her. Like, Steph is obsessed with this woman. I guess the only thing you can say from this is at least she didn't embarrass him to the degree that Larsa Pippen did with Scottie. But hey, there's still time for that. Let's not jinx that. Actually, we should jinx that outcome. We do not want that outcome for Steph. We love Steph here. We all love Steph. Who hates Steph? But yeah, I feel like I'm gonna get on a tangent. I feel like my blood's boiling right now. I gotta record some other stuff. This is absolutely ridiculous. Like,
it is outrageous, man. Yeah, stay in the yard.
Curry on a podcast again. Nobody wants to. Now, she can do the cooking thing. I think that's fine. I think that's quite entertaining. Will
Cool.
I watch it voluntarily? No. But when a clip came up, I'm like, okay, this is fine. But her getting on a platform, giving her opinion, that was never a skill set. She was not in debate class. She was not in speaking class. Speaking is not her thing. And really, shutting up would have done wonders for her perception as well, because this doesn't make her look good in front of anyone. Women are grilling her, guys are grilling her, everybody's grilling her for this. Nobody is looking at this like, because you gotta think, a lot of chicks, they're like, yo, I'm struggling to make ends meet, even if they're single, right? Like, let's say they don't have kids, they're not married, and they're like, she doesn't even know what she wants. And this is the exact
At 36 as well is crazy.
People always say, like, this
Crazy.
is gratitude, because you're thinking of the grass is always greener. Now, if you're in the dumps, yeah, the grass is most definitely greener if you've got brown grass and people parked on their lawns. It's for sure. But if you've got a decent life, nah, the grass is not always greener. But Ayesha Curry here trying to tell us, dog, most men would give up their career to live a position like Ayesha Curry. Like, they're like, yo, I could just
Nah, for real.
and not have to worry about money. And I can
For real, I would.
Partner
Shit.
allows me to pursue whatever it is that I want and explore that. Sounds like a dream. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe.
Aiden Ross is